Caitlin picked you #1 overall in the draft, but now she's hurt and can't play in the game. How much is that going to change things for you, or maybe your excitement as well?
I don't think it changed my excitement. Obviously, I'm bummed for Caitlin, but like I said, anytime you're an all-star and get the opportunity to play in a game, I mean, you just take advantage of that. But we talked about it this morning, and Caitlin was like, "Yeah, I'm on the sidelines. I'm coaching." I was like, "Coach C, okay, we're gonna see it." But I think it's honestly gonna be great. Caitlin does a great job of once again pouring into other people, regardless of her situation. And so for us, we're just gonna continue to do that and just have some fun.
Everyone is buzzing when Aliyah Boston revealed some shocking facts about Caitlin Clark. When the All-Star Center described how playing with Caitlin totally changed her game, she didn't mince words. Her teammates were taken aback. The media was taken aback. Furthermore, the commendation she offered was completely unheard of. Right now, this confession is becoming viral on the internet. However, please let me know in the comments before we begin this amazing worship session. Did you anticipate Aliyah Boston's change this season? Or were you among those who demanded that she be exchanged?
Oh, of course, you know it. Or it's okay. It's also, you don't have to do too much in an all-star game.
Exactly right. No defense.
Exactly.
Well. It appears that someone has finally made the decision to speak candidly about what it's truly like to perform alongside a generational talent. In addition, it's past time someone gave Caitlin Clark the recognition she merits rather than the usual controversy and criticism. Aliyah Boston recently came out with such sincere and honest praise for Caitlin Clark that it likely unnerved half the league because, rather than acting as though she accomplished it alone, this player is actually willing to acknowledge that playing with greatness improved her.
I want us to reflect on the beginning of the 2024 season. I had not been familiar with her. I didn't remember her from South Carolina. I didn't know much about Aliyah Boston. I saw her with the microphone in her hand working draft, saw her on the set a few times talking about basketball, etc. But I wasn't familiar with her game. But of course, I had heard that she was the first pick in 2024, that she was the Rookie of the Year. Then when the WNBA season started and Indiana was going through all kinds of stuff, I didn't recognize her as what I would say is a first-round pick or a Rookie of the Year. She seemed to be out of shape. She didn't seem to be ready. And so people were hard on her. I think she shut off her social media for a while. Very smart, Aliyah. Good for you. But then season began to kick in. The team began to get better. And especially the second half of the season, we got to see more of the team do well.
First, let's address the most pressing issue. Fans and the media alike were tearing Aliyah Boston apart at the start of the 2024 season. People were accusing her of being lethargic, unprepared, out of shape, and generally raising doubts about her deservingness of being selected first overall from her draft class. The criticism was harsh, and, to be honest, at the time, some of it was probably justified. The tempo that Caitlin Clark brings to the game did appear to be too much for her. This is where things start to get interesting, though. Rather than offering justifications or shifting responsibility, Aliyah just acknowledged the reality. She stated rather bluntly that she had no idea what it would be like to play with someone who enjoys running and moving quickly up and down the court. She essentially acknowledged that she wasn't ready for the experience of Caitlin Clark. And it's perhaps the most sincere statement made by a WNBA player this season.
Always said Aliyah is a great playmaker. If you watch her game, you know how good she is with the ball in her hands. She brings the ball up full court. She passes. She finds people on cuts really well. I mean, like, she's making impressive passes on people cutting, getting open. I mean, they're not just point-blank wide open passes. So, it's another weapon for us, and she's been incredible in that regard.
Here's why this praise is so important, though. Aliyah wasn't only being kind when she spoke well of Caitlin. She provided particular instances of how playing with her fundamentally altered her strategy for the game and compelled her to improve every aspect of her performance and preparation. It was more than just compliments when Aliyah described how she had to totally alter her mental preparation and fitness in order to keep up with Caitlin's speed. That exemplifies what it's like to play with great skill. The majority of players would be too proud to acknowledge that they needed to completely alter their strategy. Additionally, the numbers provide the complete picture. With an average of 15.6 points, 7.6 rebounds, and 3.7 assists per game, Aliyah Boston leads the league in field goal percentage, 56.3%. Not only are those good figures, her playing with Caitlin is directly related to those all-star level stats.
You just mentioned how being kind of the host, the all-star, how special that is for you, and obviously Caitlin Clark is still going to be around and to be on the sidelines and stuff, but just for not being able to participate, health is obviously a priority, but how does that just, I guess, what are your thoughts on the unfortunate situation that she's unable to play because of it?
Yeah, I think it's just unfortunate. You never want someone to be able to miss an opportunity like All-Star, especially when you're hosting in your city. But once again, like I said, Caitlin is she's going to continue to pour into us. She's going to have fun. That's Coach C on the sideline this weekend. And so for us, it's just, listen, we're here to have fun. But you also, like you said, you want to make sure that you're safe, you're healthy, because we have a long season to go.
Let's discuss what this actually implies, though. In essence, Aliyah validated what everyone with working eyes already knew. That Caitlin Clark improves everyone in her vicinity, and significantly, quantifiably, and statistically better, not just marginally. We all know that there are other players in this league who would sooner choke on their own pride than acknowledge that playing with Caitlin benefited their careers, so it's big that Aliyah was ready to openly thank Caitlin for her change.
Just continuing to be in her corner and cheering her on. I think the biggest thing, especially, as a player and a competitor, it's super hard when you have to sit out. And so for us, just making sure that she knows, listen, we got your back no matter what. And I think that's really all we can do, because as a player, you deal with stuff differently and you kind of just get through stuff differently. So, we're just doing our best job of just letting her know, listen, we got your back, take your time, but we got you.
Consider all of the athletes who have profited from the Caitlin Clark effect, but choose not to accept it. Consider all the chances, attention, and viewership that the league has benefited from as a result of one player. Here is Aliyah Boston speaking the truth about it. She discussed how, in order to be deserving of playing on the same court as someone of Caitlin's skill, she had to practice, prepare, and think about the game differently. This league has been without that type of integrity for far too long. Let's also be honest about Aliyah's personality prior to this season. People were disparaging her on social media, calling her anything from a bust to out of shape. The criticism was so severe that she even had to shut off her social media accounts. However, it seems like she spent the whole offseason getting ready to match Caitlin's intensity and pace rather than pouting or making excuses. She entirely changed the way she played the game mentally, physically, and via conditioning. That's the role of champions. There is a stark difference between Aliyah's response to criticism and that of certain other players. She just worked hard and let her performance speak for itself rather than whining about unfair treatment or offering justifications. She is now featured on Slam magazine's cover. To commemorate her accomplishment, her teammates are creating personalized t-shirts. She is also acknowledged as one of the league's top centers. That is the result of accepting rather than hating the challenge of playing with excellence. What truly sticks out about Aliyah's compliments on Caitlin, though, is this. It wasn't superficial or generic. She described in detail how Caitlin's play style and tempo compelled her to change. She explained that none of them were prepared for Caitlin's level of play, which resulted in those early blunders and lost connections. You don't see that kind of basketball IQ and self-awareness very often. The majority of athletes would just state that their teammate is excellent and stop there. Aliyah truly explained how everyone else has stepped up their game in order to play with exceptional quality. She also discussed how having a floor general who sees the game 3 steps ahead of everyone else means that she has to learn to anticipate Caitlin's passes and prepare for the fast-paced style of play. It's more than simply praise. It's a scouting report on what you need to do to reach your full potential. Additionally, the timing of this compliment is ideal, as it follows months of speculation about Aliyah's ability to play with a player of Caitlin's skill. The eye exam and the stats, however, both attest to the fact that she is not only able to manage it but is flourishing as a result. It's hilarious how Aliyah's metamorphosis totally silenced the naysayers who wanted to exchange her for the fever. Like milk in the desert heat, all those scathing comments about how she was impeding the team's progress faded. She now leads the league in field goal percentage and is an all-star. Aliyah's description of the need to get ready for Caitlin's sprint style of play highlights how unique Caitlin is from other point guards in the league. The majority of athletes discuss adapting to teammates. Aliyah discussed the necessity of radically altering her basketball strategy. Let's also discuss the aspect of respect. Aliyah may have just claimed credit for her own development and stopped there. Rather, she made it clear that one of the main reasons she was successful was because she played with Caitlin. This type of loyalty among teammates is what creates cultures of championship. Her colleagues' surprise gift of personalized t-shirts on the covers of Slam magazines demonstrates how much they value her candor and development. Her success and her admiration for Caitlin don't pose a danger to them. They realize it improves the team as a whole, which is why they are celebrating it. By the way, this is what a positive team dynamic looks like. Players like Aliyah are eager to recognize how their teammates assist them grow better rather than everyone vying for individual recognition. You can create something sustainable in this way. There is a noticeable difference in how other clubs manage their best players. The players on the Fever are really thrilled about each other's accomplishments and are prepared to give credit where credit is due, in contrast to other teams who are struggling with turmoil and ego disputes. Aliyah's remarks on readiness.